everyone, welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time here, you are highly welcome. My name is Joy. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Apostle John Suleiman. Yes, Mr. Suleiman again. But I want you to watch the video. After watching the video, then I'm going to, say what I want to say.
Wickedness of this life is not far away. It's among your folks. The enemy of a doctor is a doctor. The enemy of an evangelist is an evangelist. The enemy of a pastor is a pastor. Look at me. Let me say something. There's a video going around. There's a video that's trending about me. It was posted by a pastor. A pastor posted that against me. Now, listen to this. It was a program I had in Abuja. And I was trying to explain something about COVID-19. And when they told me, they said, you said you prayed for COVID not to end. I said, me? I didn't say that. When they brought the video, I discovered it slipped out of my mouth. There's no pastor that will pray for COVID not to end. It doesn't make sense. When I was praying in the studio, but I was talking about what happened around COVID, how families were staying together, how families united, how some people even made money during that process. And that was what I was trying to buttress. Okay? And it slipped out of my mouth. Oh, I prayed for. I could not have prayed for COVID not to end. No pastor would do that. But it took that mistake, edited some part, and blew it.
You've heard from Apostle Suleiman. He said he was talking or explaining to people how families stayed together during the COVID, how families were united, and how some people made money during the COVID. You also heard him said that what he said about the COVID not to stop, that he just slipped out of his mouth, as in he didn't mean to say it. It's a mistake. So, but I want you all to watch this other video, watch his movement, then I'll come back to you.
Strange thing is that in COVID, I bought a jet. In COVID, the third, I have three. The third one, in COVID, I was praying for COVID not to end because I was resting. While people were complaining, my wife asked me, say, can life be this sweet? Am I talking to somebody here?
If you've watched this video to this time, you know what I'm talking about. So you've watched Pastor Suleiman where he was saying that in COVID, I bought private jets. In COVID, I bought the third private jet. You also heard him say, I was praying for COVID not to end because I was restless. You also heard him said, why people were complaining. My wife said, is it how life is sweet? But in the other video, he was saying, he was talking about people, how people made money. This man is contradicting himself. I don't understand. So if you had watched the first video, you can go back and watch it again. What he said there is that what he was talking about in Abuja where he went for program is that he was talking about how families stayed together, how family united, and how people made money during the COVID. But if you watch the main video, he was talking about I bought my third private jet. Me, I no understand this man. No. He dey contradict himself. You wey una be in children, all you is children, Papa in the Lord. Please help me out this time around.
It doesn't make sense. When I was praying in the studio, but I was talking about what happened around COVID, how families were staying together, how families united, how some people even made money during that process. And that was what I was trying to buttress. Okay, and it slipped out of my mouth. Oh, I prayed for. I could not have prayed for COVID not to end. No pastor would do that. I have people in my church who are graduates, no job. I put them on salary, waiting for jobs to come. Nobody's debating it. Then you are angry because I mentioned jet. You never vex. You never vex. If you cannot commend me, you cannot condemn me. Listen, that of COVID, I regretted the way it came out. Because I was telling them that my wife is so happy that I am at home. That this period, people stay at home. My wife was like, my husband can stay at home like this. Can life be this sweet? Not that we are happy that people were dying. That's insensitive. But they normally pick a little error, blow it out of. I reject it. When I saw that video, I went on my knees. I said, Holy Spirit, I cannot say this. I don't know how it came out of my mouth. I'm sorry about this. But for someone to sit down, you're analyzing. You don't commend me. You can't condemn me. The people I will listen to are those who commended my good works. When they now correct me, say, man of God, don't say this next time, I will listen to them. But apart from that, all bloggers and all newspapers, rubbish.
So you've heard from Pastor Suleiman or Apostle Suleiman. All bloggers, newspaper, rubbish. including me that I'm talking to you now. Rubbish. So let's talk about him paying the graduate in his church, waiting for them to get job. Instead of him creating job for them, but he decided to buy the third private jet, park it somewhere, paying for it, granted, use it whenever he likes. He cannot fly 3 of them at the same time. So if you're one of the people that Pastor Suleiman has been paying you salary every month as a graduate, you go there, collect the salary. Is that why you went to school? Is that why you get the education? Is that why you are educated? For me, I believe that education is when after you finish your university, you go there, gain employment, become useful to the society. People will learn from you. And you being educated, depending on where you're working, you're going to help improve or boost the economy with your education. You get my point? You can't go to school and get educated and you're there collecting money from a pastor who has the money to provide employment for you, and he's just giving you money, pocket money to go and eat. Is that why you get educated? Is that why you went to university? So please let me know if what education is. When you finish your education, you go to pastor and you start getting money for pocket money, and he's proud to come to national television and start saying that I have graduates that I'm paying money, waiting for them to gain employment. When you have the money to start up a company for them to go and work, be active. If you're not active as a human being, it's going to affect your mental health. That's the truth about it. Whether you're a graduate or just somebody out there, you just have to make yourself active. So the essence of going to school or getting education is to become active, gain employment, and solve problem. Also enrich yourself. You want to work and make money, not to be getting pocket money from a pastor or whatever. In other video, he said he wants to buy bus who will be taking people to the village for free. See, for me, I prefer you show me how to fish. Don't go and fish and come and give me one to eat. You keep 10. Show me how to fish, then I fish for myself. That's what I believe.
Edited some part and blew it. Now listen to me. There is nobody in this world that cannot be advised. I'll be stupid to say I don't care what people say. I would only care if people say it rightly. If you are angry and mention 3 jets, you will just die.
So have you all heard this? This is where I have problem with men of God. You cannot bless with one mouth, and with that same mouth you curse. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah? If you call yourself a man of God, a real man of God, things like this should not be coming out of your mouth or his mouth. Do you know what I mean? So he said he takes advice. I'm going to advise you, Pastor Suleiman. I think you need to calm down, take a break, and go for counseling or go for therapy, because counseling is more for husband and wife. You need a therapy. You need to talk to somebody, to a professional, to help you control your language, the way you speak, as in what comes out of your mouth. Because whatever bloggers are saying about you or whatever newspapers are saying about you is what you've been saying with your own mouth. So you've been the one destroying yourself. It's not the bloggers, it's not the newspapers. If you don't come out and say something, they will not follow you. So it's just like me too that I'm talking now. I'm a blogger. So is what is out there, what you put out there, what you said out there that I'm using to make video now. So you really need to calm down and go out there, get a therapist. To be honest, it's not something to be ashamed of. I've been to therapy. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. You need to hear from another person. So that's that one. In times of people being angry, people are not angry that you bought 3 jets or you have 3 private jets. The problem is that the unemployment in Nigeria is very, very high. So people are just thinking, as a man of God, every day you preach about prosperity, you are going to prosper, give this, give that you should have used that money to create job opportunity for those graduates that you're giving pocket money. They need to get more than pocket money. That is all what people are against. That is the only thing people are against. They are against you using that money to buy private jet instead of using it to create employment. Even if you don't know how to create employment, you can get professionals that will help you use that money to do that. Look at Dangote. If Dangote buy 20 jets, nobody will complain because this man has a lot of factory there that employ a lot of Nigerians. It's creating job for Nigerians. When there is job, There's less criminals. That's what people don't understand. That's what Nigerian government don't understand. The high of unemployment is causing, I know there are people who are lazy, who doesn't want to work, but there are a lot of Nigerians who are out there who are looking for job, they cannot find job. In a country where there is no job, the crime becomes high because people need to survive. Some people cannot manage, or they cannot live very, very low, or they cannot stand hunger. The next thing, they just move to crime. That's why there's crime everywhere. Crime, the rate of crime in Nigeria is very, very high because of unemployment. That's all we are saying. So now let me talk about the good thing Pastor Suleiman has been doing. According to what I heard, and he said that he has been helping widows, helping these. He did road, he built prison. And I have a friend again who testified that there was a time he paid NEPA bill in Auchi or what for everybody. Yeah, I know you've been doing a lot of charity organization and all that. But please, you pastors, this is my advice for you guys. Use that money. You don't need 3 private jets. You can't fly the 3 of them the same time. If there's any way you guys can just create employment for Nigerians, I will really, really appreciate it. I'm begging. If you come across this video and you're a pastor, or you're a reverend, or you're a father, please, you guys should help. It's not only preaching prosperity. You have to put some things in action. There are some things prayers can do, and there are other things that you need action and money. Thank you so much if you watched this video till this time. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, hit that button, subscribe and turn on your notification bell. And you can also share this video to your papa or your father or your friends. Thank you. As you do so, your social media, WhatsApp. Love you all, and I will see you in another one. Bye-bye.